Welcome to Health and Bible Time. I hope and pray that by watching today, your faith and your walk with God will be strengthened. To be physically strong, we must exercise our muscles. If you want strong legs, you exercise them. If you want strong arms, you exercise them. If you want a strong heart, you exercise it. If you want a strong mind, you must exercise it. If we just sit and quit and do nothing, our muscles also will quit. Physical exercise does not always feel good when we're doing it, but we like the results. But it's a constant choice to do the workout. And that's what it is, a workout. We are all more apt to continue if we have a workout partner or a workout buddy to keep us encouraged. If we are faithful at it, the workouts can get easier. We can also push ourselves further. To be spiritually strong, it's exactly the same thing. It's a workout. With the spiritual workout, we always have a workout partner. And I want to show you in Philippians, that's where we're going to start, what God says. In Philippians 1:6, the Bible says, being confident of this very thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. God is the one that has begun a good work in you. That was at salvation. God begins the work and will continue to do his part to accomplish and perform his will. Philippians 2:12, Paul is telling the church to work out their own salvation. They are not working for their salvation. If you need to know God's plan for your salvation, there is a link at the end titled Trade in Your Grief and Sorrow. Please, if you do not know that you're saved and without a doubt have a home in heaven, please click on the link at the end and watch that video titled Trade in Your Grief and Sorrow. But in Philippians, Paul says, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, for it is God which worketh in you, both to will and to do of his good pleasure. I love my Matthew Henry's commentary. He talked about this in great depth, but he talked about to work out your own salvation is to be working thoroughly at a thing and taking true pains. Sounds like a workout to me. For it is God which worketh in you. All our working depends upon his working in us. Once you're saved, then starts the workout. If you stay faithful, you will love the results. If you were saved long ago and you have slacked in this spiritual workout, as long as you are still breathing, it's never too late. Just like physical exercise, we are all different on how we go about it, starting small and building, or the few that just jump in and go. Your part is quite simple, even though sometimes it won't seem simple. Your job is to walk with God. And I did an acrostics with W-A-L-K. W, wake up. That's first. A, acknowledge him. Acknowledge God. Proverbs 3:6 says, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. So, W, wake up. A, acknowledge him. And we do that by getting in his word. We do that by praying. You cannot get up and say, God, I need you today, and walk out the door. His word is how he talks to you, how he encourages you, how he leads you. So W, wake up. A, acknowledge him in his word. Talk to him. Let him talk to you. L, lay your burdens at his feet. So wake up. Acknowledge him. Lay your burdens at his feet and leave them there. We have difficulties with that. So W-A-L, wake up, acknowledge him, lay your burdens at his feet, and then K, Know He has you all day. Know He loves you. Know He makes no mistakes. And then smile and live with joy. Don't quit doing your part. Even when God starts His part of this workout, God's goal is to build your faith muscles. And this doesn't always feel good. So you be sure to do your part. And then God starts working. Over many years, God has allowed my life to go through some really deep valleys. This is where your faith muscles grow strong, is in the valley. Me and a friend that has also been through some deep valleys, we're talking about hearing others say to us, "You're such a strong woman." A lady interviewing Judge Kemp said the same thing to her. "You're such a strong woman." As Judge Kemp's behavior and her actions towards Amber Guyger are being called unethical, and her life as a judge could be in question, Judge Kemp's reply was, "My faith is strong." It's not me, it's not my friend, it's not Judge Kemp that are strong women. Our faith is strong. And it got that way from workouts. Workouts that were hard. Workouts that we didn't enjoy. Workouts that we would not have chose. But wow, the results. Because God kept us going. God picked us up every time we were down. Because amidst the hurt and the struggle, we got up. We acknowledged Him and we kept going. 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 7. Paul is talking about his thorn in the flesh. Do you ever feel like you have a thorn in the flesh that God gave you? Verse 7, he says, "There was given to me a thorn in the flesh." Verse 8, he says, "For this thing I besought the Lord thrice, that it might depart from me. And He," that's God, "He said unto me, My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness." Then Paul says, "Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. Therefore I take pleasure in my infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities, in persecutions, in distresses, for Christ's sake. For when I am weak, then am I strong." Those are powerful, powerful verses. And if you can continue to grab and hang on to that thought, God says, "My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness." God's strength is made perfect in our weakness. You got to grab a hold of this. Just like Paul said, when God wouldn't make this thorn in the flesh go away, when God wouldn't take the trial that we're going through and the valley and get us out right then when we want to, because God says, "My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness." And then we can say like Paul, "For when I am weak, then am I strong." And I want to show you another beautiful verse to encourage you on your walk through these workouts with God. Psalms chapter 73, verse 26, the Bible says, "My flesh and my heart faileth." Do you ever feel like that? "My flesh and my heart faileth. But God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever." God is the strength of my heart. That's where my strength comes from. I can do, like Philippians 4:13 says, "I can do all things through Christ which strengtheneth me." Because when I am weak, then am I made strong. So don't give up on the workouts. Don't give up when the workout hurts. Keep trusting your workout partner. He will never fail you. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you will subscribe to Health and Bible Time and watch our other videos. Hit the little bell so you'll be notified. Thank you so much for watching. Stay strong and keep your workouts going. Bye-bye.